away, 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 mo, away, mo, away, 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 mo, away, mo. Yat Eitinema, son and Ishlan. This is Navajo Grandma. Today we are going to attempt to make Kneeldown bread. So today we are making Ntsidigo'i, and it's called Kneeldown bread. And learn how to make, you say Navajos, and then we're going to use some corn. What you use is white corn. But you want the white corn because it is drier. White corn. How you say corn is in Navajo is Ntsidigo'i Kneeldown. I know I've taught you this before, and this is how it's spelled. Kneeldown. The corn husk is da. This is called. This corn husk we're going to cook the bread in is called da. I don't care if people are talking. So Navajo Grandma is going to show you just really quick. You take your corn. You have to make sure it is white corn, okay? It's not as juicy, but what you do is just to let you see that it's white. Yellow corn, you can use yellow corn or not. Now, what you do is you fill it to the bottom of this, and you take a large, wide knife, and then you kind of just, cut around the end. And when you do that, then you can crack that off, and see, notice it's right at the end. So then what you do is you take off the corn husk. Now we call that da. This is the da, and you take, one at a time. This is what you're going to put your Kneeldown bread in. It's going to be like a tamale. I'm sure you've already know what tamales are. That's what the Hispanic people do. And so look at this, beautiful. You can fold that, put the mush in there, and what you do is you put this for 30 minutes. You soak it for 30 minutes. You soak the corn husk for 30 minutes because you don't want it to burn. The corn husk will burn, but it kind of helps too when you soak the corn husks for 30 minutes. After that, now look at all the hair. Remember that hair experience we've had? Remember how we microwaved the corn? So that, but this time it doesn't work because we're doing a little different thing. Now we are going to, there's hair all over the place. So once you get this off, then you're going to take a thinner knife. Okay, you take a skinnier knife, and then you cut the corn off the cob. Okay. This is what you do. All the way around. You don't have to press hard. It's you see how you this is very simple. You've done this before, I'm sure. And once you finish, kind of cut off the ends. Then after you do this, you're going to have, because I'm going to do 10 of the corn, okay? You'll have corn kernels, and what you do is you'll use a hand grinder. The hand grinder's right here, and you put the corn kernels in here, and what comes out here will be more like a mush. Okay, so you turn that, and this is the hardest part. I mean, you're turning the handle and getting the hair off. And see, do you see what Grandma's doing? A long time ago, they used the stone to grind. They used a stone to grind the corn, and look how spoiled we are. Look what we use now. And so this is all you do. Now I think there's enough here. I just did 2 of them and one prior. And once you finish this, and see, it's kind of a, it's a kind of a mush, but you're kind of get a mess and a little mess. Now I'll take the corn husk. Now it hasn't been 30 minutes, but I just want to show you that you should do this. You should wash your corn husk. And I mean, it's like a tamale. You just go ahead and you do this, and then you lay the mush. This is just corn. You don't add anything to it, okay? And then, because this is like this, you can put 2 here, and then you turn the top down, and that's what they refer to as kneel down. It looks like a person kneeling down, okay? That's why they call it kneel down bread. And then you lay this, you lay it on, you know, just like that. So instead of using the grinder, a long time ago they used this Ntsidigo'i. They use this in Spanish, they call it matata, but in Navajo it's Ntsidigo'i. But anyways, that's what they used to grind the corn. Just a different way, very manual, okay? Versus, look at this. You turn the handle and you get the mush. Very spoiled oil. This is still manual, okay? Now you can use an automatic as well. It's up to you. So the outcome's still the same. This is the back of an oven. It's an outdoor oven, and we'll go in the front. It's attached to a propane, you see, and here is my oven, and it's perfect. I hope you can see it. It's kind of dark, but it has a little oven. It's a cute little thing, and it's just from here up. And then this is an outdoor oven, and look at this, spiffy. You have two things, and you have these little side doors to keep the wind, and you can cook with that. So Grandma does a lot of stuff outdoors, so this is a really cool thing. It's called, what is it called? Remember my other one? I have a camp chef. I cook with a camp chef with the 2 fire things, and this one's a camp chef too. So had to share what I do. You know, I'm going to talk to you while I'm doing this. I mean, this is the other, I'm making more, and it's a mess. Usually it is a mess, and I'm going to just tell you that this is what the whole family did. The little children love to do this, and so it's a fun experience. Remember, this is called Ntsidigo'i, means it's white and white corn. So it's usually made at the end of summer, you know, when all the corn is being harvested. This is a bread. It's a mainstay bread, and it lasts through as long as what happens is it's dried, and you can keep it. My grandfather used to hang this in a bag and then make a soup. And you know, that the soup that you've seen, it's called Ntsidigo'i, and it's a corn soup. And that corn soup, you sometimes you break some of this kneel-down bread in the soup, like, you know, your white people and their croutons, whatever it's called. We're gonna take the, you know, and take the husks off, and see how beautiful. Look how beautiful. And we'll just go ahead and unroll this. But like I said, it's for children. It's a wonderful fall. It's the end of summer project. It's so fun. If you go to Shiprock, if you go to any of the reservations, usually people have, you know, Kneeldown Bread signs everywhere, and everybody loves this. Shelf life, I think it's pretty good. Everybody joins, the grandmothers, the mothers, the mothers to be, everybody joins together and they do this. And men, women, this is a wonderful project. They tell you, the women nowadays, the grandmothers are saying, you know what, you shouldn't add anything. You shouldn't add anything to this. It should be eaten plain. But you know how people are. Everybody gets creative and they put, you know, chili in it. I have the 505 chili I was going to put in it, but I didn't want to desecrate it in front of you because I want you to see how it's supposed to be made without the chili. No, you know, this is like the new stuff people are doing. They put chili with the ground corn, and so the grandmothers always say, no, you don't do that. No one ever did that, and that's just, you eat it. You don't defile your food. That's funny how to say that. Now we're gonna finish grinding and putting this in the hand grinder. And there's corn kernels everywhere. It's kind of a really good mess you can make, but it's a wonderful mess actually. It's a yummy mess when you finish. And notice I have a card table. Now some grandmas are gonna faint that grandma used this, a card table no less. But this is it. It's a happy time to have corn and to use the last bit in the harvest. This is the end of the fall. Fall has come, harvest time, and then you make your bread. You don't eat all of that bread all at once. You save it and eat it for later. Oh, it's wonderful. So this is Navajo Grandma. I just wanted to share that with you and talk to you while I'm doing this. Once we finish making the Kneeldown, we're going to put it in the oven. You put it in the oven at 400 degrees for 30 minutes. Some say 40 minutes, and then another 30 for you turn it down to 3. You're not supposed to count your food, but this is what I just made a few, and we are going to go put it in our little oven, our outdoor oven. Okay? There's the view. Look at the pretty trees. Everything's drying out. There's the oven, and it's baking our Ntsidigo'i. Look at how pretty, and this is a lake. Look at this. Oh, so pretty. And then look around over here. The mountains behind. Grandpa's walking around. And isn't that beautiful? Just beautiful. And here we are. And it's baking. Trying to bake here. I can smell it. It's got a nice smell. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, we're almost finished. But do you see? Look at that. My outdoor oven. See how it's brown? And I'm going to be taking this out in just a couple of minutes. You eat this with soup. Oh, it's just wonderful, plain too, but Grandpa's never had it, so we'll see if he throws up. My homemade pan, because the oven was supposed to come with it. But anyways, here is the Ntsidigo'i. See? There it is. Ntsidigo'i Kneeldown Bread. Learn how to make corn is na da. The corn husk is da da. And the oven is, now I've never, this is said weird. Be'ana akahi. Be'ana akahi. Akahi, I think it is Be'ana akahi. We just said Biyit, Biyit na ka. That, who knows? Everybody says their own thing. So we're going to have Grandpa be a test taster. Grandpa's gonna taste this. Look how it looks inside. Okay, Grandpa, open that up. Now the kneel down, you have to open it up. Put its tail, put its legs down. Put its legs down. Grandpa doesn't know anything. And then you take the bread out, and when you let it get cool down, then it doesn't hang on to the sides like this. So Grandpa just grab some and taste. Tell me what it tastes like. Just kind of grab. Oh, we don't have a spoon. We'll look at Grandpa's face. What does it taste like?
Smells like pudding.
Smells like pudding, and then what? Grandpa's gonna be a little more decent instead of saying bad stuff. So here's a piece. Go ahead and grab a piece. Usually the whole thing. This is hot.
It is hot.
And it is kind of mushy. Now remember, this is the first time Grandma's ever made this. My grandmother made it. What do you think? It
tastes like pudding.
It's good though, right?
It is.
I
good.
love it. I think it tastes wonderful. See, it tastes so much better when it's fresh. Grandpa's gonna chew on the hot corn husk. And I'm gonna have one. So I hope you try this. It's very good. And enjoy. What you do is let this really cool. Then the corn husks just fall off better than like Grandpa, who's chewing this down. It tastes so good. It's kind of like in between roasted corn, popcorn, and whatever else. It's so good. This is a bread our ancestors dried, and they ate it with soup, and it was delicious. So 10-4 Ntsidigo'i. That's what it is. This is wonderful. I hope you enjoy it. You got to try it. It's so simple. Don't add anything, just corn. All it is corn, just ground corn, and put it in the corn husk. Okay, so that was our fun, yummy Ntsidigo'i. And please try it. It's a wonderful food. There's no additives. It's just handmade. It's ground. It's lovely. So I love you. I'm going to kisses. Away, 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 away.